real quick video I want to do about the importance of manning up and the lack of manhood that we have presently being displayed in the media from prominent figures and popular celebrities, whatever, who have major influence now. So I want to first deal with the young star for Colorado, Mr. Travis Hunter. Now, I just saw a video of Travis Hunter speaking to some type of reporter, but the issue I have several issues. First issue that I have is Travis Hunter gets on this video call with a onesie suit on. So he's wearing some type of child onesies, like a sleepwear, but a onesie sleepwear. All right, so it kind of looks like he just came out the bed, and perhaps he wears this mess to sleep. But the problem is, this guy has now been thrust into the spotlight of society. He's a young man, that's for one, so he has influence over young men, but he's also a young black man, so he has the attention of young black men. So I don't want to just emphasize race, because right now it's become pretty universal, where you have white boys looking like N-words and trying to tattoo their face up and looking like Lil Wayne, a white boy, purebred white boy trying to emulate Lil Wayne. So it's not exclusive to race now. You got that whole, niggerish mentality has taken over the society. And Travis Hunter, with all this national spotlight, he gets up there as a young man dressed up like a 6-year-old boy, basically promoting boyhood. He's probably 18, 19, but somebody should be guiding this young man to the next phase of being a leader, of being an influence, of proper manhood and presenting yourself in a dignified way. That someone should be his mentor and coach, Deion Sanders, Mr. Deion Sanders. But unfortunately, that's not taking place. Obviously not, because if I'm his coach and his mentor, and I saw him several times, I've seen him come on different video programs or broadcasts and interviews with a onesie suit, an animal onesie, basically a zipped up onesie with flip-flop dog ears, looking like somebody's 6-year-old. Big old 18-year-old football player looking pretty much like a fool, like a dumbbell. This is how he presents himself as a man. As a man and a young black man, he's dressed up in kitty clothes, almost like he's about to go out trick-or-treating. And he's sending this message, he's sending this image forward to athletes, to those whoever find him interesting. And now what happens is people want to emulate that. It was about in the 80s and 90s that Charles Barkley didn't want to be called a role model. However, whenever you are put in a position of fame and you're put into some type of position of renown, people will look up to you. People will want to emulate you. People will want to try to adapt you or esteem you as a person of importance. And so you have to be careful with that. You have to take pride in that. You have to respect that position and make sure whenever you carry yourself and present yourself, it's in a dignified, respectable manner. Not coming before the public as a doofus and an immature boy. This is why we have the Manup International Alliance. We didn't just come up with this stuff frivolously. We're not pushing the MIA for our health. No, we're pushing the MIA because it's a needed organization, and this maturity, this rites of passage is desperately required for young men. Men have to know that once you leave that boyhood stage, that 5-year-old, 6-year-old stage, you are now required to man up. You are now a person of the community with the responsibility to carry the next generation, to be honorable, to talk in an honorable manner, not using profanity, slang. Most importantly, not defaming a young woman by fornicating with her and shacking up with her in your house. That was another thing I noticed, that Travis Hunter and his girlfriend lives together. So they're living together, having illicit sex, unmarried sex, and he's also presenting that before the world, that unmarried sex, sex out of holy matrimony, is a acceptable thing. All of this is damnable and curseable. Why? Because you are in direct violation of God's words. God does not condone conjugal sex between two unmarried individuals. I don't care if you are heterosexual. People want to spend a lot of time picking on gays and lesbians and all that, and then they try to be hush-hush about all that unwed sex and fornication and babies out of wedlock. People born just born like the Kardashian kids, no daddy in the picture. They just over there harvesting kids. All of it's sin in God's eyes. And unfortunately, his mentor / coach is guilty of living with a woman that he's not married to. That would be Mr. Deion Sanders. So we got to get back. Somebody has to set a standard for what God's expectation of manhood looks like. What is respectable to the Lord, what God accepts and what God will not accept. Just want to do this brief video. Alright, this is my morning rant. Okay, man up. We got to man up, fellas. It's important.